Agents, hey, this is Luis Moreno. Guys, I want to thank you so much for using my affiliate link to get Agent CRM. You are truly going to love Agent CRM. It is the one tool that I use at my agency that I definitely cannot do without. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the features that I utilize in Agent CRM. I'm going to share my workflows, how that I utilize them, how you guys can utilize them and where to find them. And ultimately, I'm going to get you prepared and ready to use this CRM to its full potential. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. And again, thank you so much for getting Agent CRM. All right, let's take a look at the CRM. Guys, what you are seeing right here, this portion that you're seeing, I have it set up here to the dashboard. Okay, so that's what you're viewing. This dashboard is completely customizable. Okay, so you can change. This is a great way to get a snapshot of your agency. I personally don't utilize this very much, but that doesn't mean that you guys can't. Okay, we're going to jump in to these two tools here within Agent CRM that you must use or you must complete before you do anything. Okay, and that is these two tools right here. It is the Activator and the Account Customizer. So we're going to jump into those two right now before we get into anything else. All right, so let's get into the Activator. What the Activator is, there's three phases on here. And what it's going to do, it's going to show you with videos the features of Agent CRM. Okay, so let's go to phase one. We go to phase one, and what you're going to see here is you're going to see all of these videos. These videos aren't very long, guys, but it's going to give you a lot of information on how the CRM works. The biggest issue that I see with agents is they feel that Agent CRM is way too complicated. And it is complicated. It's a tool. And if you don't know how to utilize a tool, well, then you're not going to use it. It's not going to work to its full potential. So please take the time and watch all of these videos. All you have to do is click on watch training. A video will pop up.
Welcome to Agent CRM's Activator.
All right. So again, remember what these guys are doing here is they're going over the features of Agent CRM. So phase one is the system setup. Phase two, launch and daily use. How to make phone calls within the CRM. How to track your sales. How to use Smart List. How to launch campaigns. How to adjust and review your campaigns. How to use pipelines. How to disposition your leads. Capture key data. Use Medicare assets. Watch the video, guys. Okay, watch the video.
In this video, we'll be covering
walk you through it. Okay, then we go to phase three, which is upgrades and expansion. So you can activate Agent AI. Guys, didn't know that we have an AI built into the CRM that can talk to your clients. Okay, how to modify automations, how to set up your email domain, how to do hot transfer calling, how to use call scripts. You have all this here in the Activator. So step number one, guys, is get the Activator done so you know how the CRM works. Now we're going to go to step two. Step two is vital. Okay. Step number two is so vital that if you don't do it, my workflows are not going to work. And neither are the workflows that Agent CRM provides you. So you're going to get the best of both worlds, guys. You're going to get my workflows and you get the ones that they create. And you're just going to pick what works best for you. Okay. So let's get into the customizer. The way the customizer works, guys, is it's personalizing the CRM to you and your agency. So there are 4 tabs that I use. If you look at this, there's the business info tab. In here, you're going to put all your business information. Okay. One thing I want you to realize, and this is what's so vital in understanding how workflows work. Okay. This is the name of this field. Okay. So you're going to put your agency name here. This is the name of this field where you will put your email, phone number, your address, your domain, and the products offered. When I build out the workflows, and let's say that it's hi, whomever, blah, 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 and I get to the very end and I put in business name, it's going, and there's some little symbols next to it. It's going to grab whatever is here because I told it business name. So, right, for me in my workflows, it's going to grab Simply Health Insurance Agency. For you guys, it may be the Jones Insurance Agency. So whatever you put in here is what's going to grab. So it'll make that text or email personal to you. So make sure you fill this out. Let's go to the personal info. Here's where you will put your first and last name. On texts and emails, I use this field. I grab it and I paste it in there and I tell it, go get me the owner's first and last name. And it grabs this and it puts it in there. So for you, it'll be John Smith, and that's what it will put. So make sure you fill this out. Make sure you put your designation. Make sure you put a great business headshot, and also make sure that you create your signature. It is important that you get this signature done. If you don't have a signature already created, you can click one right here where it says do not have a signature file, and you can make one. And then also put in your NPN. Okay. Now let's get into branding. On branding, you can upload your logo on here, and also you can customize how you want your CRM to look. And then in social media, you will put your social media handles on here. Your Facebook business page, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, and your YouTube. Okay, important that you do those. All right, now let's get into the contacts section. So give me 1 minute, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to prepare my contacts so you guys can view it. All right, here we go. So let's get in here. Well, yeah, let's get in here, and I'm going to share my contacts with you. All right, here we go. All right, so we're looking at the contacts page. Here in this section, guys, the contacts pages, I have completely modified it for my agency. When you use my affiliate link, this should be set up for you. If it's not, let's get with the support people at Agent CRM, and they will do it for you. All you've got to tell them is I want my contacts section right here to look like Luis's. They already know this. I've been working with their support staff, so they're aware of how this is going to look. Okay. All right. So yesterday we made a big modification because we're getting some rules pushed down to us. So I'm going to go over this real quick before I get into the workflows. So in here, you'll put your contacts, name, last name, date of birth, their phone number, their email. Okay. And then you want to do the same for the spouse. So make sure you fill this out. So a contact can be anybody. A contact can be leads. It can be your clients. If you have a downline agency, it can be your agents. Now, the way you tell them apart is by giving them tags. You have to give them a label. So test dummy here, you have to, who is this guy? Is he a lead? Is he a Medicare client? Is he an ACA client? You have to tell it that. Okay, and I'll show you where to go do that. And then you can get into more specifics. If he's a Medicare client, well, what kind of Medicare client is he? Is he an MAPD? Is he an MA only? Is he a MedSup and a PDP client? You can give it labels like that. And then you can go even further in adding a tag or a label by saying that they are, what carrier did you write them with? So the more tags that you give it, the more specific you can get with that contact. So let's just say that you want to pull up, let's say you have thousands of people in your contacts, and you can go over here to Smart List, and you can manage a list or create a list, and you can say, hey, grab me all of my Medicare clients. Boom, grabs them all. You can say, hey, grab me all of my Medicare clients that only have PDPs. Ooh, now it's getting more specific. And you can say, and only grant me those that are with Aetna. Okay, because you've given your clients those specific tags, it starts narrowing your search. You can do that with ACA, PNC, whomever you want. Now, as you're looking at this contact section here, you're going to see you have to go down to the very bottom, and here is where you add the tags. All right, so you can create your own set of tags, but I'm going to give you the tags that I use in my agency that trigger workflows. Okay, those are called trigger tags, and I'll go over that here in a minute. Okay, so one thing that is vital for you ACA guys is I have added these 4 steps. Okay, you see here that we have step 1, which is the consent. Okay, we have step 2 and 2.1, which is where I upload the final review of their application. And then here in step 2.1, I send it to them so they can view it. Okay, look over here, guys, here in the center. You see here, let's go to the very beginning. Here's where I sent the consent. They can click right here and view the consent. Okay, I'm going to share this with you so you can see it. When they get the consent form, this is what it looks like. Okay, it's got the date in here, the insured's name, my NPN. Remember, it's grabbing all this from the customizer. Okay, then they have the ability here to sign or adopt a signature. And then here's the signature that I created in the customizer. Okay, so once they've completed this, look at what happens. Okay, when they complete this, I can go over here to documents, and you see here the ACA consent form was completed, and I can download this with the signature certificate if I need to. Step 1. Step 2, I can upload their final application review and then send it to them. And it looks like this. Hey, test dummy, this is Luis. We're reaching the final stage. Can you take a moment to review? And if everything is correct, respond with I confirm. So when they get whatever you upload here, this document, now I did a fake document because I don't want to share any personal identifiable information, PII. So I just made a fake document. When you click on this, this is the document that I sent here. This wouldn't be the real document that I would send to an agent. It would have all their information. And then what they would do is they would respond back and say, I confirm. Okay, great. You've captured step 2 in this. Now we're going to go to step 3. Step 3, what I'm going to do here is I am going to upload, which is this, right? Hold on here. Step 3 is this. I take a picture of the plan that they're going to enroll in. Okay, now I'm not going to show this one because it's got her name and some information, but I take a snippet of the plan that they're going to enroll in, and I attach it here. As soon as I attach it here, it's going to send them this message by text and say, hey, test, click below to view your plan for next year. If everything looks correct, reply back with yes. Now you're getting confirmation that they want to enroll in that plan. And then finally, what I do in step 4, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to upload. Oh, I take that back. Let me go a little higher. I went too low. I got to go to 4 right there. There we go. In step 4, I am going to upload their summary of benefits. I'm going to upload it here, and I'm going to send it to them by email. All this is done here. It's a beautiful system that I've created. Everything that you upload will be over here in this document section right here. When you click on documents, whatever is here, you will see. All right, pretty cool. This is the compliance stuff for ACA. Okay, now there's a feature here that I'm going to stop sharing, and let me see if I can. I'm going to pull up a dummy account. Well, let me see here. Let me try mine. Nope, too much information. I can't do it. Share mine. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up my dummy account. And I'm going to share this with y'all real quick here. And then I'm going to get into my workflows. Okay. One of the great features of Agent CRM is this conversations tab. Now it's empty here because this is a demo account, but everybody that is in your team, for that one price of $97 a month, guys, you get to add as many staff that you have. The communication that is happening with your agency between your contacts, your staff, you, whatever, it's all here in the conversations. It's also in the contact section, but it is in the, if you want to see what so-and-so is talking about, texting and emailing and phone calls, everything is listed here. Who the person is, who is communicating with them, and then the last message that was sent. And you can click on it and start viewing the entire list of messages. So it's a good way to see what the chat, the conversations, whether it's text, email, or phone calls, are going on between your agency. Okay. Now, what is super important, guys, and I don't want to forget about this, is there's two things that you get with Agent CRM when you use my link or not. Support. These guys are really, really good at support. So take advantage of support when you need help. So to get support, you would click on support options, go to the support hub, and you have all of these ways to create a support ticket. I personally like to do the Zoom calls. When this happens, it'll pull up a calendar and you book your Zoom call and you tell them what you want to talk about. So my next Zoom call is tomorrow, and you pick your time and you rock and roll. So if you have any issues, take advantage of that. The second thing is the click and play assets. These are the branding bundles that they have created for you. So you can download, maybe you're an annuity guy and you want the annuity bundles. Great. Okay. Maybe you also are a final expense agent and you want their final expense bundles. Get them all. They're free, guys. It is a feature that they have created, and they have some really good branding bundles, which are workflows. Okay. So that's all of them. Now let's get into my stuff. So give me 1 minute. Let me get back into my account. All right, here we go. We're going to go into automations. And I'm going to share this. All right. So here are what you guys are going to get. You guys are going to get this. You're going to get these two put into your automation folder. And they are the branding, they are the workflows that cash flow 2.0 templates for agents. There's a whole section in English and an entire section in Spanish. Okay. Now, when you get this is the parent folder, and then we're going to go down into subfolders. Now, you're going to get this contact card, which is vital. All of the workflows have this. Remember, with the latest update with iPhone, if you're not a contact and they've activated a feature, Siri is answering your phone call, and a lot of your stuff's going to get routed to voicemail. So if you are a contact on their phone, then what happens is the phone call will go through. Okay, that's why I have it by itself. But here are my ACA workflows, my Medicare workflows, my PNC workflows, and my life workflows. Let's get into the ACA workflows. Now, I have these workflows here for ACA. I have these for other products. I have a notice of cancellation workflow. Okay, I have the send summary of benefits template for agents. I created this one when I found out Aetna was exiting the market, which is going to be useless next year in 2026. I have the consent information here and the confirmation. All this is here for you guys. Now let's go look at these workflows. Now I got more folders here. I've got a lead campaign folder from Facebook. I've got nurturing workflows. I've got a payment requiring workflow. I've got cross-sell workflows. I have eligibility workflows. Okay, when there's a document that's required, you can fire off one of these workflows that will communicate with your client for them to send us the stuff. And then I have a canceled workflow and a stolen client workflow. Okay, so make sure that you take advantage. So let's get in here and let's look at the nurture workflows. So what I did in the nurture workflows is I've created all of these workflows specific to a carrier. And what it does, let's look at the Ambetter one. On the Ambetter one, it's going to send them the contact card. So you get added to their phone. Hopefully they add you. Then it's going to start sending them a text message here that they are enrolled with Ambetter with your information. It's going to send them the member services information for Ambetter. Okay. And it's just going to kind of keep working its way. The objective of this workflow is to let them know that who they enrolled with, to help them download their app on their phone for that specific carrier, and for you to remain in contact with them all year, and also to cross-sell other products. That is the main objective of these workflows. So I don't have the time here to go over all of them, but I'm going to share with you how to go and find them. Okay, so let's take a look at this cheat sheet that you will be getting. So on this cheat sheet that you will be getting, these are all the workflows that I've put here. So you see workflow name, the trigger tag. Okay, this think of a gun. Okay, you have a gun, right? You have the trigger. When you pull the trigger, it fires off that round. Okay, this is the same concept. Okay, when you add this tag fires off this workflow. So a lot of agents didn't know how to make the workflows start working. So I created this cheat sheet. So let's just say that you have somebody who needs to send you some citizenship verification. Well, when you go to their contact when you go find the client, let's say it's Test Dummy. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Give me a minute. Let's go to Test Dummy and let's go check this out. Okay. I'm going to share Test Dummy here for you so you can see it. All right. You're seeing Test Dummy here. So I want to fire off the citizenship. Remember, we're going to fire off, we need citizenship verification. So that's the tag. Oh, you don't see it. So we're going to do the citizenship verification. I want to fire off that workflow. So I'm going to go to the tag, or the client, Test Dummy. I'm going to go to tags. And I'm going to do citizenship verification. I can do it in English, which is by itself, or I can do the SP, which is the Spanish. So if I fire off that tag, so see it right here, the tag is there. It literally just sent them this. Look at this right here, guys. Right here, it sent them this. It sent them a picture of what they can send me to satisfy this requirement. Okay? Hi, Test. This is Luis. We're so close to finishing your application, but we're missing a few things. We need documents to confirm your citizenship. I give them some examples here, and hopefully they can send me what they need. Now, if you want to, let's just say you're like, Luis, I don't like what you said here. So let's do this. Let's go back to automations. Okay. We're going to go to the workflows at cash flow, ACA. Let's go up here to ACA, eligibility. Let's go find citizenship. Now here's the workflow. Okay. Here's the initial text message they get. Here is the email that they get. Okay. If you don't like it, guys, these are templates that you can edit. Okay. And so I send 1 email, 2 emails and text messages, 3 emails and text messages, 4 emails. I do this over the course of a month. By that time, they're probably getting tired of me, and hopefully I've gotten that document to satisfy that requirement. Now, when you get this cheat sheet, guys, you're going to see all of the workflows that I've created here for ACA. I've done the same for Spanish. I've done the same for Medicare Spanish, life insurance, life in Spanish, PNC in Spanish, And then these are snippets, which are going to be little one-off text messages and emails. We will be updating this. And when I update it, I will update it in this sheet. So you should be getting a Google link that you can check or follow up with. And as I make changes in real time, you will see those changes. So make sure that you get this link. All right. So we are at the end of this, guys. Now, I do want to tell you that having covered everything, there are a ton of tools in Agent CRM. Okay. I use the ones that make me money. Oh, speaking of money, let's get back to money. Oh man, do I love money. Let's get in here and let's go to, I'm going to share with you one of the workflows on the Medicare side that makes me probably $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Okay, and it is so easy, guys. I'll point this out to you. How many of you guys would die or give away your least favorite kid to get your hands on a turning 65 list? Well, I will just blow your balloon up, burst your balloon, and tell you there's no such thing. But you can create your own list from your database. So let's go here to the workflows of cash flow, Medicare. Okay. And we're going to go to the turning 64 and a half. What you are seeing here, guys, is when somebody is turning 64 and a half, this thing, if you put the date of birth for the contact, it will let me know when they turn 64 and a half, so that now I'm notified because I'm sending myself an internal notification, but I'm also texting the client, hey, you're a half year away from turning 65. You're going to be joining Medicare. Hey, I will walk you through this. So here's the email. It says on here, hey, John, it's Luis Moreno. Remember, I told you the customizer. It's going to grab your name from the customizer and enter it here. I'm with, it's Luis Moreno with Simply Health Insurance Agency here. Okay. Half birthday is 64 and a half. You're officially on the countdown to Medicare. Medicare can feel overwhelming and blah, 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 blah. All right. So there it is, guys. I send them an email. Then I wait a couple of days. I send them a text and another email. At this point, I want them to come and see me. All right. I want to guide them on their Medicare journey. I want them to know that I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to guide them on how to go get their A and B. And now, as soon as they get that, I'm going to help them with their Medicare insurance options. They're so easy to do. So make sure, guys, that you're taking advantage of that. It is vital on your contacts that you're adding the date of birth so that you can make this money-making workflow work for you. All right. Hope you're excited as I am. Guys, I will just tell you this. I am so, I'll just say this, without this tool, I could not operate. Here's the other thing you've got written. This is the final one. I keep thinking of things. Guys, one of the ugly side of our industry is the E&O side, is when clients accuse you of something. Okay. I've been through 3 of these lawsuits and they are not fine. I've had clients accuse me of whatever. The last one, they tried to sue me for $600,000. Okay. The reason, and I have won all 3. Remember, this is something to operate with. I've been in business for 25 years. You need to operate your business like your clients would throw you under the bus, and they will. In order for them to make money or save from it costing them, they have no loyalty and they will throw you under the bus. We have E&O insurance to protect us from errors that we make or omissions that we make. Okay, now if something like that happens, that's why we have the insurance. But if we did everything right, our insurance shouldn't pay for their problem. Okay, the problem with this whole scenario is that we are guilty until we prove ourselves that we're innocent. We are wrong until we prove ourselves that we are right. The only way to prove yourself that you are right in a situation where you're being accused that you're wrong is by having some kind of documentation. Within Agent CRM, you have the ability to text, email, and even make phone calls. Okay, you can click on that little green button and it will call your contact. You can do it from your phone on the app. You can do it from your computer and have a conversation. And when you're done with that, guys, look, it will save you a little file where you can download it and you can listen to it. So if you told the client, hey, Mr. Client, I recommend this, you should have this, and they tell you no, it's all recorded here. Or maybe you did it by text or email. Make sure that you are using the conversation tool, and your staff is here to maintain those records, because the attorney that's going to represent you from the E&O carrier, they are going to ask you, please tell me your documentation records. Okay. And you show them this, that's all downloadable. They are going to love you. And you're going to put this lawsuit to bed before it even gets to a point where your life is consumed by it. So that's one of the big features of this tool, is that it saves all of your conversation forever that you have with that client. All right, a lot of stuff, guys. I didn't cover a lot of features. There are pipelines. There's a calendar. So there's also a calendar type calendar within Agent CRM where you can make a calendar, send it to your clients so they can book time on your calendar, and you can link it to your Google Calendar. Okay, there's a marketing tab. You can manage your social media on there and your reputation. There's really a lot for me to cover, but this is, we would be here for hours. It's up to you guys to take advantage of all the tools that they offer, the support that they offer, the workflows that I've created in my agency that I use day in, day out. Use those tools within the CRM. That way the CRM doesn't become a cost or an expense for you. It becomes a money-making tool. It's like a slot machine. You put $1 and you should be getting $20 out of it. If it's not doing that, it's your fault, okay? Because you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to stick that dollar in and pull that slot lever, okay? You don't know how to do it. So spend some time, learn all the tools within the CRM, and then you should be ready to utilize its features, utilize my workflows, utilize the workflows that they have, and then go run your agency. All right, guys, thanks again. I appreciate it. I truly do appreciate you using my affiliate link. And as I make updates, you guys will be notified on that. All right, take care.